Alright, so before we start breaking down the solo itself, during the middle part, while the first guitar, the rhythm guitar, is playing this figure, after the second fill, the solo guitar is playing a little sort of melody which goes like this. So these are just 3 double stops. The first one is played on the D string 11th fret and G string 9th fret. So this is a minor third. Then we move down to the next double stop, which is now a major third, and on the D string we have 9th fret, and on the G 8. So the major third. And then we move to the last double stop, which is going to be exactly the same shape, but we move it down 2 frets. So now on D we have 7, on G we have 6. So we have these 3 double stops. So we play these for 3 times, and the third time we actually go into the solo, which goes like this. Okay, so here we have these 2 chords that are being played exactly as the rhythm guitar, but instead of just letting ring out the chords, we actually pick them in the 8th notes, 3 times each chord. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. So the chords are, like I said, exactly the same. So we have a D power chord, and then we have a first inversion of A power chord, third in the bass. So all we do, we just move the first finger down 1 fret, while the pinky is staying on the A note. So again, we have this. And then after that, we go right into the solo itself, which starts off with a sequence which slowly goes like this. We're going to break it down into parts. So the first part of the solo goes like this, slowly. So as you can see, we have a sequence here in 4 notes. So starts off on the A string, 7th fret, going 7, 9. Then we go to D string, we play 6 to 7. And then we repeat the sequence, but starting from the second note now. So on the A string, 9th fret. And we go onto the D, going 6, 7, 9. So we have this. Then we continue the sequence starting from the 3rd note. So now on the D string we have 6, 7, 9, and we slide up to the 11th fret. So these are the 3 sequences that we have. And then the next part, it's kind of breaking up the pattern. So now we have this lick, which is played on the G string 9th fret, going back to D string 11. Then we skip the string, we go to the B string at the 10th fret, G 11, and the last note is going to be bent on the B string 12th fret, whole step. So altogether this first part slowly goes like this. Okay, then the next part we have it's unison bends. So we have a bend on the 12th fret of the B string while holding the 9th fret on the high E. And the bend is played on the offbeat, and we play it for, I think, about 4 times. The last bend, we hold on to it for a little longer, and then what we do while the string is bent up, we fret the high E at the 12th and we pick it while the string is bent up, the B string. You can add some vibrato, and we hold this for almost the whole bar. The next lick goes like this. So here again we're going to be playing some double stops. First one starting on the 12th fret of the high E and the B strings, picking it 2 times. And the second time we pull off the high E from 12 to 11 while still holding the B string at the 12th fret. So we have a 4th interval here going to major 3rd. So we pick it one more time, and then we slide down 2 frets. So now on the B string we have 10, on the high E 9. And when we slide down, we pick it one more time. Okay? So one more time, the whole thing. Next lick goes like this. So here we have on the G9 going to D11. Then we have a pull off from 10 to 9 on the B string. 11 on G. And you can add the pinch harmonic if you want to, and add some vibrato. The next lick goes like this. It's kind of fast, and it's all hammer-on pull-offs and slide. So as we stay on the 11th fret of the G string, we then have a grace note, which means a quick hammer-on from the 9th fret to 11 on the G string. So hammer-on onto 11th fret, pull off back to 9, and then slide down to 8, and then again we have a pull-off from 9 to 8. Then we go to D string 11th fret, back to G string on 8. And then we have on the D string kind of similar thing, where we have a grace note again from 9 to 11 on D, pull off to 9, pull off to 7. So together, slowly, like that. And then we have this sequence, which is starting from the 9th fret on the D string, going 9 to 7, 9 on A, then we have going back to the D string playing 9, 7, then on to the A playing 9, 7, 9, and then we have D string 7, A 9 to 7, 9 to 7 on low E, slide down to the 5th fret, and then we finish it off with the 7 on the E. So all together again slowly. Add some vibrato. The next set of licks goes like this. So as we stay on the low E on the 7th fret, we then slide up to the 9th fret, and then we go in triplets. So 7 on A to 9 on low E, then we'll go 7, 9, 7 on A, again 9, then 7 on D to 9 on A. Then we shift and we start from the D string from 9th fret, sliding up to the 14th. From 9 to 11, and then we have 14 on the D string. Then we go to G string 11 to 14, back to 11, and then we have bend on the B string up the whole step. While we bend it up, we catch the high E at the 12th fret, and again pick the B string, like that. So one more time this last part. Okay? Alright, so the second part of the solo slowly goes like this. Alright, so let's break it down so far. We start off on the offbeat with the high E string at the 14th fret. Then we have a bend on the B string, 17th fret. And then we go into this part, which starts off with the, it's all going to be in 16th notes, starting off with the 14th fret of the high E. Then we have 17 to 14 on B. Then we have 17 on high E to 17 on B, 14 on high E to 14 on B, 17 on B, so. Then we have two bends. It's a bend followed up by a note, so on the G string we have 16th fret, bend half a step, and then followed by the 14th fret of the B string, and we do it twice. Then we go to high E string 14 to 16, B 17, high E 14 to B 14, 17 on B, 16 on G, back to B string 14, then onto the G string we go 17 to 14, 16 on D, back to G string going 17, 16, 14, and then we finish it off going down the scale. So we have on the D string 16 to 14, and then onto the A string we go 16, 14, 12. Okay, so this is, the whole thing is played using the F sharp minor pentatonic. And also he's adding the 9th and the blues scale as well. So again, one more time. So far we got this slowly. And then from here we go. So from the 12th fret, we go 12, 14, slide up to the 16. Then we go to D string, so this was on A. On D string we have 14 to 16. Then onto the G, 13, slide up to 14. All of this was done in 16th notes. When we get to the G string 14th fret, we go in 8th notes. And then we go 14 on B, 14 on high E, 16, 17, slide up to the 19th fret, and then we have two bends on the 19th fret, very fast. The first bend up, bring it down and bend it up again. Like that. After that we have next lick, which goes like this. This one is played 5 notes to the beat, so it's a little bit faster than 16th notes, and it's basically 17, 21 to 17 hammer on, pull off, to 19 on B, and then we play from 21 on the high E string, pull off to 17, slide down to 16. And finish it off on the 19th fret of the B string. Then we go, which is 17, 16, 14 on high E to 17 on B string. And then again we have sort of a sequence, little sequence again here, which is now 16, 14 on high E to 17 on B. So we have this. Then we have here we start from 14th fret on the high E to 16, and then we go to 16 on B, and this is played a little bit faster. Then we're back to high E string, going 14 to B14 to G16. Then we play 14 on B, pull off on G string 16 to 14, to 16 on D, then we play 16 to 14 on G, and we have next 16, 14, 16 on D. So far we got this. So this is the last part of the solo. We have this grace note, which is going from 14 to 13 on G string. Then we're back to 14th fret. And again 14 on B, 14 on high E, 17 on high E, and then we go to 21, 21st fret on high E. So we have this. And then we have series of bends on the 21st fret for the whole bar, and then the last bar we have these longer bends, two notes basically, a bend on the 21st fret of the high E, and then bring it down and add some vibrato. So this is the whole first solo. Alright, so here's the whole solo slowly, all of the licks together, goes like this. Alright, so this outro part is taken from the live version, so it's going to be different to the studio version. And the section itself starts off with the same figure as the rhythm guitar, so we have these three chords. So we play this for a few measures. Like I said, it's exactly the same as the rhythm guitar. And then he goes into the solo itself, which the opening section goes like this. So here we slide into the 14th fret of the D string, and now all of these notes are going to be played in 16th notes. So the figure itself goes like this: 14 on D once, then we play 3 times 16 on the D, and then we play 14 on G once, back to D string, 16th fret, playing it again 3 times. And basically we alternate between these two notes, 14 on D and 14 on G, with the 16th fret of the D string. We play this for 3 times, and then the ending is, which is on the A string, going 14, 15, 16, and then on the D we have 14 to 16, back to 14, like that. After that, the next lick goes like this. So starts off with the G string 14th fret, going to 16, bend up. Then we go to B string 14, high E 14, back to B 14. Then we have a bend on 17th fret of the high E. Hold it for a while, and then we have another bend. And then after that we have this kind of thing where you bring down slightly the bend of the 17th fret and then bend it up again, like that. Now keep in mind that this goes by very fast, so we do it for a few times, then bring it down, pull off, and we have a little trill here, like that. Then the next lick is starting off on the 17 on the B, then we go to 17 on high E to 14, and we play it 2 times, like that. This is played in triplets, so it's a little bit slower. And then the next part, okay, so here we're going to be playing in 16th notes, starting off with a pull off on the high E from 18 to 14, to 17 on B, back to high E on to 14, then on to the B 17 to 14, 17 on G, 14 on B. Then we have blue scale here, going on the G string 17, 16, 14, 16 on D string. Then we go back up on the G string 14, 16, 17, 14 on B, back to 17 on G, then 2 times on B 14th fret, 17 on G, then we have a little rest, and then we have again 14 on B to 17 on G, 2 times 14 on B to 17 on G. So this is, might sound a little confusing, and it goes by very fast, so you have to just remember the how it goes, the pattern, and then try to play it up to speed. So slowly again, this last set of licks goes like this from the pull off. And it might get a little bit confusing with this rest, but it takes just a little bit of practice. After that we have these 2 licks, which are exactly the same, and these hammer-ons are played faster. So we go on the G string 14, 16 to 17, and then 2 times on the B string 14th fret. And then he plays another lick, which is kind of similar, but it's different. So we have here pull off, hammer on the G string, going 17, 14 to 17. And then we skip the string and we play 14 2 times on the high E string. This thing. We play it for about 5 times. And then after that we have this ending phrases, which starts off with the pull off from 17 to 14 on a high E string, 17 on B, to 14 on high E, then we have 17 to 14 on B, 16 on G, then we have these two pull-offs which are 14 on B, and then we pull off from 17 to 14, 16 to 14, and here you know, we playing faster, so it goes by really fast. 17 on G to 14 on B, then we play 17, 16, 14 on G, hammer on pull off from 14, 16, 14 on G, slide down to 13th fret. We have three pull offs here from 14 to 13 on G, two 11th frets of the G string, and then we have slowing down here, and it goes like this: 14 to 11 pull off on G, 14 on D, back to G11, and then we have 14 to 11 pull off on the D string, 14 on A, skip a string, 11 on G, back to 14 on A. So like I said, this goes by really fast, you know, and just have to remember all the notes and try to play it up to speed. So after that, the second part of the solo goes like this. Alright, so this is played slowly, and let's break it down so far. So as we are finished here on the 14th fret of the A string, add some vibrato, and then we have 12 on A, going to 14 on low E, then we're back to 12 on A, 14 slides up to 16, 14 to 16 on D, then we play 13 to 14 slides on the G string, going 14 on B, 14 on high E, 16, 17 on B, 14 on high E to 14 on B, 17 on B, 16 on G, back to B string 14, then we play 17, 16, 14 on G, 16 on the D string, 16 to 14 on G, and then we have 16 to 14 on D. So one more time, slowly. Okay, so when we get to here, after that he goes into this repetitive lick, which goes like this. Practically until the end of the solo. So this lick goes like this. We have these three notes on the G string, which are 14, 16 and 18, which are all alternated with the 16th fret of the D string. So every time you hit the one of the notes on the G string, you then alternate it with this 16th fret on the D string. And it goes like this: 14 on G, 16, 18, then back to 16, back to 14, alternating with this on the D string. And then the last, this lick, finishing off this figure, just hammer on the D string 14 to 16, back to 14, and then onto the A string 16, pull off to 14, slide down to 12th fret, and then finish it off with the 14th fret of on the A string. Okay, now this lick You know, it's played for several times, and it's just the best way to listen to the song itself and try to figure out when to finish it off. All right, just trying to go by the feel. And then after that lick, we have these two. It's just one chord, but we hit it twice, just like the rhythm guitar, right? So it's an F sharp power chord, but played right here at the ninth position. So we hit it twice, followed by a rest, then again, and one more time. And then the third time when we played this chord twice, we then have a dive bomb. So it's a low E string, flick it, press on with the whammy bar, and then the last chord is going to be the F sharp add 7. I mean F sharp power chord with the added 7th. Okay, so this is how he finishes during the live version, and in the studio version he just adds, you know, just a kind of typical blues kind of thing where you finish off with run down the scale. So F sharp, minor pentatonic, adding the ninth as well. Just like that. Alright, so let me play the whole solo slowly so you can hear how all of the licks put together. And just keep in mind that it's going to be really slow. And then once you learn it, you know, try to work your way up to speed. So it goes like this. Alright guys, so that was it for part 2 of this lesson. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please hit the thumbs up button. Also comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.